Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great today. Today, I am back from my work trip, so I do apologize for the delay in the uploads. That was kind of unexpected, not gonna lie. So hopefully it wasn't too long, but I apologize nonetheless. But here we are back in Dragon Age Origins, and we are going to continue exploring Orzammar, this time inevitably because I'm there. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, here we are, back to where we currently left off. So let's see, I had 3 locations to check out, I remember that. Well actually, Dusttown might be the 4th one, but we got the Tavern, we got the Armorers, Hall of Heroes, Vigor's Import, and Diamond Quarter. I don't want to go there yet, because that seems like the continuation of what we need to do, so maybe let's go into the Tavern. That seems like a reasonable place to go to when you get to a new town, you know what I mean? Alright. Cora?
Ugh, just do not buy anything, or touch anything, or sit anywhere.
You are quite hopeful, aren't you? Nevin is another one. The waitress might be worth talking to as well. Okay, Cora, what do you got to say?
I trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'd like to hear a bit about the city.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Please? Is there any place I should see while I'm here?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castlists build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
I don't really want to go there. But what's the Proving, even though I already know?
It's a chance for all the best fighters in Orzammar to test their skills. There's a tournament today. Arenas between here and the Diamond Quarter.
Okay. That's all, thanks.
A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Nevin, what do you have to say?
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
I would have preferred if you used a chair. Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight
Naveen.
with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
Ah, you work for Balin.
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Which is? I've never been in the Deep Roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Who's sending you out?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost Tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Uh-huh, that Bronca. Who's Bronca?
Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the deep roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Sorry. I was gonna say that it sounds like they are awfully drunk, but I was going to blame it on maybe the differences in the language. But they
Told him
kind
I
of sound
don't
pretty drunk.
understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
Lord Helmy. Yorn Talpy.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
Well, sort of. Most humans treat me, or my people, like you're casteless.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
So, how does the caste system work, anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
Interesting. So, you get to vote on the next king?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for? Balin, I'm guessing.
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Wait, isn't Harrowmont the traditionalist? I should get going.
As you wish.
I had more questions. Would not have minded asking them. Oh, Nog! Nervous adventure. I wonder what you're nervous about, good sir. Let's look at you.
What? Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
I am sorry. What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my arse. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Unbound. Something is working behind the scenes in Ferelden. The notes you have acquired from dead or terrified adventurers point to an ancient evil, or at least an ancient man telling stories of ancient evil. You have cause to speak to Vilm Madden, who lives somewhere in Denerim. Ooh. All the more reasons to go to Denerim. Let's see. Unbound. I did see that. Okay. I actually did not take note of the title of this whole series. Okay. All right. Okay, patron. Naveen. Waitress, would you tell me anything?
I'm coming. Hold on.
Sorry, did not mean to sound that way. Okay. Let's see. This might be a very exploratory episode, so I do apologize for that. I don't imagine it's going to be super action-packed. Can I go visit your father? I need to go to the Mage's Tower too to talk about her. Ooh, hello.
As you desire.
On culture of the dwarves in Orzammar. The dwarves of Orzammar are quite unlike those found in most human cities. Although Orzammar derives its vast wealth from trade within human kingdoms, all dwarves who come to the surface to trade are stripped of their position in society. Dwarven merchants are so ubiquitous. I find that word very hard to pronounce for some reason. Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. Maybe. In human cities that many people labor under the impression that all dwarves are merchants, or that their whole race worships coin and trade. It is the stereotype, isn't it? Although I would have thought blacksmith maybe more so than merchants. But these surface dwarves are atypical creatures. The ones willing to give up all ties to their kin and sacrifice their rank in order to conduct business. Below ground, the dwarves are people obsessed with honor, their own and that of their family. Most nobles incorporate chainmail even into formal gowns because slights and insults often turned deadly. Well, we did see that as soon as we entered, did we? They are a people who revere excellence and strive to achieve it in all things. Even members of the servant caste have been elevated to paragons, usually posthumously, in recognition of remarkable service. From In Pursuit of Knowledge by Brother Ginny TV. Would have been interesting to have him with me here. Wonder what he would have said.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Okay. Is platinum a good metal for armor? I did not think so. It seems soft. Are you part of the Smith caste? That's a silly question, but I'm still going to ask it.
Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fold and tacet, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
No. I don't think I will be strong enough to lift a hammer, to be honest. You know anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrimont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Idukans, okay. Jannar, do you have a daughter named Dagna?
Has she been bothering you? Gets a whiff of surface stink and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
Cave tick? I don't want to meet those. She wants to become a mage.
Ah, that girl. I've been telling her for years to give up those foolish notions. Magic's a human trick. If Dagna wants enchantment, I can apprentice her to a lyrium crafter.
This is Dagna's dream, if it makes her happy.
Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard. Please, if you see her, send her back and let me talk some sense into her.
Ah, man, what do we do? He's not wrong, but also, she's currently not a child. If a dream lasts that long, wouldn't you think it means something? I'm gonna go to the circle and talk to them about her, because I feel like she deserves to have a choice, even if it's a bad one.
Don't encourage Dagna further. Tell her you were wrong and that her place is with her family.
Let's see what you've got, despite what you are just pleading from me.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Thank you. Let's see what you got. Alright, I guess I kind of unloaded a bunch of stuff in the previous video, so we can probably just proceed for now. I feel bad. I probably should discourage her, but I really don't want to.
You're back? But it takes 2 weeks and 4 days minimum to make the journey to the Circle Tower.
I don't even know that. That's Quite impressive.
Thank you, great lady. But am I right in guessing you haven't left Orzammar yet?
No, not yet. Why are you so interested in magic anyway?
Here in Orzammar, we're surrounded by stone and tradition and more stone. Nothing ever changes. But to break every natural law by thinking about it, to dream and walk in a realm where everything you think comes true, I can't imagine anything more wonderful.
She's a scholar. I'm not leaving Orzammar until this election is resolved. That's probably true.
Well, I've waited 19 years. Another month won't kill me.
Look at her, she's so nice! Oh my god! Okay. Where was the guy with the nugs? Don't want to go to the proving, even though I probably will eventually. Hey, nug guy. There you are. You want more?
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
Okay. Good. I guess, good. Alright. Got food vendors. I am curious what kind of food there is out there in Dragon Age Origins, because I obviously haven't needed any, but it would have been super cool to know. Vigor's imports. Can't unlock. Okay. I'm guessing I don't have a key for this either. Yep. Alright. So we can go to the Diamond Quarter. Although Heroes we've already been to. This is the Proving Grounds. So Diamond Quarter it is, and after that we can head over to Dust Town. Whatever that may lead to. Okay. Unexplored. A noble. Hey, that's another Helmy guy. What is he gonna say?
You
have come at a difficult
quickly
time.
makes itself evident
Orzammar
no matter
is ailing
where
for
one
want
goes.
of a king.
I did not like it. The overlapping dialogues, it was not nice. Ooh, I did not realize I could go upstairs. Council Writ.
Of course.
The key to the city. Okay, I read this much. Alright. Can we see much from here? Ooh, that's very cool. You can see the entire downstairs. Alright. No need to be distracted. Let's go catch some nugs. Where exactly am I putting them? In my pocket? They're not exactly large.
Grey Warden arrives in Orzammar, undoubtedly to offer assistance to Lord Harrowmont.
Really? Okay.
It's times like this we really need a paragon.
Who ran off. I see.
The public has a right to know.
What? Diamond Mall. Okay. Ooh. Lady Dace! I was just reading about them. Narav? Narav? House Dukin. Okay. For his insubordination, he was made Paragon. That's interesting. Yet he always considered it a defeat. Huh. Okay. That is also very curious. Okay, Lady Dace.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
You're not gonna say anything else interesting?
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont's insinuations against Lord Balin reveal the truth. Could Harrowmont be the true cause of King Endrin's death? Shocking allegations.
Not very helpful, are we? Royal Palace. Okay. That's something I would like to go to. Dwarven Noble.
I wonder why they decided to build a city around streams of lava. It's an accident waiting to happen.
Well, you don't need to heat it. Underground is, well, tends to be quite cold. I see a nug. And I can't go any further. But there's more stuff. Aw. Okay. Well, let's see. So we can go to the Shaperate, Chamber Assembly, Royal Palace, or House Harrowmont. This is where we either do or do not talk in favor of building a chantry down here. So let's check it out.
Well, all right.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Whoa. Assistant Mildred? Okay.
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Thief in the House of Learning. Track down the thief who stole a tome from the Shaperate. A Shaper reported a theft from the Shaperate. The thief has a bald head and garish tattoos, suggesting he is a brand from the slums. Okay. A book. You better not call me a thief if I look at it.
As you desire.
The Legion of Steel. Interesting. So that's a whole legion of golems and they were lost. Something tells me we might find something about them in the deep roads. Orta?
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I, don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Well, imagine that. I could try to find them?
You're from the surface. What do you know about fighting Darkspawn? There aren't even any expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
I see. That is a lot of quests that I'm picking up here. She will be raised up as a noble. But what is her current caste? She's able to be up here, I guess, so she's got one. Did I miss it? No, I did not. Okay. There's another cataloger.
I'm quite busy. Please do not disturb me.
Those bookshelves must be fascinating. Right, we got a shaper, a scribe, another scribe, and more books. Deep roads. Ooh, that one should be interesting. Okay. That would have been really interesting to visit when they were at their prime. Really a shame. Oh my goodness, more books.
As you desire.
Orzammar politics. That should be great. Kings who prove unpopular find their heirs deemed unacceptable to inherit the throne. Power then passes to another house. So clearly that's not the case in our current situation, because the king was very popular, but no one likes his heir. Alright, I guess some of my questions are answered. Now we know something about the food in Dragon Age Origins. Roast nug. And nug pancakes. And nuggets. Ooh, I like that. Alright, this is fun. Maybe I'll try making some of that sometime. Legion of the Dead. That is, oof. Quite daunting. Orzammar? Huh. Okay. That is curious. Not unlike what Grey Wardens do when they are about to die. Just for very different reasons, obviously. Dwarven Faith. So many books! Oh my god! Alright, something tells me that the pursuit of that guy who wants a chantry down here is not really going to pan out. Nug sits in the mud. Nug wiggles his ears. You catch the Nug, he slips away. Nug gets to live another day. Nug pancakes. Oh. Alright. I gotta figure out how to make something like that. Alright, I can't have anyone here, but I could outside. So maybe I'll go get Liliana and come back inside here? Shaper's Life. The blessing of the Shaperate is given only to those who walk with the stone. It is a path that cuts deep, and the road is far from secure, but those who desire to work in memory must first honor it. Document the stone, protect her, and present a new history to the memories. Only then will the blessing of the Shaperate be upon you. Okay. I really do wonder what he's gonna say about this request. Let me see. Let's go switch over to Liliana for a second and come back. There we go. All right. I missed your song.
And so I shall.
Okay, let's take care of that chest, and I think I'm gonna go back to Morrigan because I would like to see if she has anything to say about the religion part.
Allow me. I could do that for you. It's done.
Thank you, ma'am. The search for the true prophet. Okay. Gloves of Diligence. Could be interesting. Let's take all. Let me check on the gloves real quick and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, I don't remember what kind of gloves Alistair has. Or Sten even. But I am aiming for those to go to one of them, and I will check with them at the camp. But so far, or for now, we're gonna go back to Morrigan and talk to the Shaper. I wish I could take all of you at the same time. That would be a lot of chatter, though.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Let's talk about Orzammar, Lord Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
Tell me some of Orzammar's history. No, how did the caste system come to be?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloadlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Giachet, trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Shatgyar founded the artisans. Orzatyar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
What about the casteless?
The casteless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no families to claim them. They should not have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
Wow. It seems easy for you to dismiss them.
Their births are not recorded in the memories. In Orzammar, they do not exist. Is there something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
Phew. Tell me about Orzammar's history. Better topics, I guess.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
Speaking of golems, you see one? Right there? Or there? Somewhere behind me? Where is Kal Sharok?
At the other side of the old Empire. During the last Blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the Blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
Don't really blame them. However, I also understand the decision. How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the Darkspawn. One golem is worth 12 dwarves in battle, but Caridon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
I did actually. Also, I'm really curious, if you are playing as a dwarf character, would you have a different kind of interaction or reaction when you meet Shale? I feel like that has to be the case, doesn't it? Alright. What's a Thaig? Thaig. They actually pronounce it differently themselves.
They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
Okay. Let's... Enough history, let's talk basic Orzammar. I think there are only 2 questions, but let's check.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
Okay, let's go back to my first questions.
Please, speak your mind.
I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I'd say. Ooh. I come on behalf of Brother Burkel, the cleric of Redcliffe. So he is technically castless then. I don't know if he's gonna listen to me at all about what he has to say. Okay, I come on behalf of him.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkel hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
The Chantry's charities could greatly aid Orzammar?
What sort of charities do you mean?
The monetary ones? The Chantry cares for widows and orphans.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
No. Thank you for your time.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
Thank you very much. Now we can go talk to him now. I wonder what he would have said about the castless. I think I can imagine the answer. Alright. Should we go talk to him and resolve this quest? I'm tempted. Let's go do it. Okay, I'll meet you guys right next to him. Here we are.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
The one that was locked? Is that right? Okay. Let's do it. No, it's still locked.
As you desire.
Man, what did I miss? Oh, maybe the first service is not going to be until the elections are through, so let's go back upstairs to the noble quarter. Alright, let's pay a visit to Lord Harrowmount. I think I called him Harrowmount.
News of the hour! Is Lord Balin considering a dissolution of the ancient clans? He refuses to comment in the assembly.
Okay. Noble. And a butler. Alright, what are you gonna tell me?
Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate.
Thank you. Ooh, pretty. All of this is... Ooh, this one is not. Percy?
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
Thank you. I need to be outside to do this. Very sadly. Come on, can I not? Here we go. A letter from King Endrin. My Lord Harrowmont, my guilt weighs heavily on me, and I know now that I was a fool. Only a fool would cut out his own heart and burn it for the sake of appearances. I allowed the assembly to send my child to exile and death because I feared an inquiry to Trion's murder would taint our house with scandal. You have been my rock and my shield these long months, and for that I thank you. But I must ask you for one thing more. I wish to discover if my child survived. Even the smallest trace will set my mind at ease. Send your men, your scouts, anyone who will go. Balin thinks I am mad. He says that if word spreads of my wish, our house would be undone. He doesn't know that Egduken is already lost. I destroyed us when I sacrificed what was most precious. Please, Hyrule, I hope I'm saying that right, help me. I come to you not as a king, but as a father. I do not have a lot of trust in Balin, based on what I'm seeing here. Okay, I gotta get Leliana. Ugh. I wish it was easier to switch your party members, but I understand why it's not. Maybe I'll just stick with Leliana for the entirety of this interaction.
Lost in damnation.
Lord Harrowmont is the voice of tradition and stability.
Yeah. Yeah, he sure is, isn't he? At least he seems like a decent person, you know? There you are. Hey, Liliana. Dwarven heavy armor, okay. Let's do this. Heavy boots. Okay, then. Don't know if it was worth it, but we did it.
How wonderful.
Right. Good song. Okay, so I need to talk to this guy, because I can't talk to Harrowmont himself.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I would speak with Lord Harrowmont.
In an ordinary time, Lord Harrowmont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrowmont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
How can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today.
Really?
The Deschers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
Okay, well, remember what I said about having to go to the proving anyway? Do you want me to find out why your fighters dropped out?
That would be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I see how it is. So, see, I think the answer that I should be giving is I don't want to start picking sides because that's how Grey Wardens are supposed to be working, you know? Not getting into politics at all. But I don't think that the game is going to let me do so. So, what do I do? I don't want to start picking sides. For now, let's see how it goes.
Then I'm afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harrowmont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harrowmont could certainly use you on his side.
I'm sure he would. Okay, so I'm guessing when I get to Balin, he's going to ask of me the same thing. If I even find Balin, I don't even know. I think he should be in the royal palace. Wouldn't that make sense? Oh, I never talked... Did I talk to you?
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
Oh.
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun Orzammar within the year if he becomes king. Experts say.
Interesting. Okay. Royal Guard is all I am seeing currently. I'm sorry, what? What did you do? Confusion. Hello?
You idiot. This isn't the vault. We have to get out of here.
I see. Well, isn't that curious? And I am not even miasmed, because I did not expect to be fighting in here. Is he... What is he? An archer? I can't tell. Oh, he's got a crossbow on him. Okay. So let's do this. You are doing fine. I think. And, you are also doing okay. Okay, dog.
Either all... Here comes trouble!
Alright. Actually, no, dog, go charge.
Your head will make lovely crunching noises.
Oh, he knocked me out.
Well, all right.
Okay.
What's going on? By the ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act.
Thanks.
I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Warden.
Are we gonna have more of that? Oh, wow, that's a bathroom. That is quite luxurious. It would be really handy to use the lava to warm up your bath, you know? Okay, where did they tunnel from? Oh, above? Damn, okay. We're gonna have more of that?
As you desire.
Thank you, Liliana. Ooh, there's another one of these. Yep. That's one of those. Okay, this door is open too. That is a kitchen or just a storeroom? Glorified pantry. Okay. So can't go in here. Oh, they could not have been tunneling from up above, because there's many of these things. Ooh.
Lovely.
Lovely indeed. Did I just bypass the security, or was it not locked to begin with? Caged in stone. Alright. What else can we find in here? And can we just walk out like nothing happened? Yes, we can. Alright, this is where I can't go. Correct? Hi.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Okay, so maybe I can't even fight on his behalf then? Or can I... knock? No. Can't unlock. Alright, well, that was fruitless. For the most part. Now I need to go to the assembly and then decide if I want to go to Dusttown or head over to the Proving Grounds. And I think I want to go to Dusttown. Hello?
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
This treaty obliges Orzammar to send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Well, aren't you ready to catch me at technicalities? Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Harrowmont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
I thought King Endrin himself supported Harrowmont.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrowmont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
I promise I'm no spy.
Would you be willing to prove that? Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception...
Irrefutable evidence? Which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
Tell me, what kind of evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Huh. Where did you get the promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
I did not need to do that. Isn't there someone you could report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harrowmont's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
That seems all too convenient for me, if you know what I mean. He'd hold a distant relative over his duty.
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
I don't know. Genuinely. I think he is fishy. And I wonder if part of it is, or could be blamed on the voice actor that is playing his role, because he's just a little too soft-spoken and smooth for me to trust him completely. Does that make sense? I don't know. Now, the question is, if I say I'll find Lady Dace and Lord Helmy, will he give me the paper for me to look over? Because I would like to do that. I'm gonna try and see how it goes.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Of course. Okay, items received. Quest? Okay, there's 2. To both Lady... Well, House Dace and House Helmi. Nothing in the codex. Is there? Notes? Not that. I can't read them. I'm upset. Alright, well, I don't know what to do. Can I go further? Yeah, okay, good.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Thank you.
As you desire.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Wow. Quest updated. You attempted to address the Assembly, but they were deaf to your concerns, while the throne is up for grabs. I couldn't even talk to any one of them.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
Well, I am one of the, former. Ladder? No, ladder. You don't recognize the Grey Warden.
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
A blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
Oh, man. Does this city not care the world is about to end?
This is their world, and it ended when Endron died.
Is there any way I can break the stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Well, this is disheartening. Don't know if I trust you still. Right, so there's nowhere else we can go here. Unless, can I go to the Shaperate and maybe ask him about his relations? That would be curious. Hello, Mr. Shaper.
Ah, you return, Warden. Is there more you would know from Orzammar's memories?
Ooh, could you look at these promissory papers for me?
These are Harrowmont lands promised here. But these are not the deals we approved at the Shaperate. Where did you get these?
Oh, isn't this curious? Ah. Okay, you know what? I think this seals it for me. I wasn't trusting that guy to begin with, and this does not sit well with me. Bartag Gavorn gave them to me.
And he scripted these counterfeits? This is a serious crime. I will have the Ministry of Lands begin an investigation into the Gavorns immediately.
The papers are forged?
Not entirely. There were 2 promised deals, but their terms differed significantly from what is presented here. It appears the scriptor altered the dates and locations of the agreements to make them identical.
What do you know about Bertha Gavorn?
The Gavorn family is a minor one, founded when a daughter of the Ferender house married down to a warrior caste man. Her brother died, leaving her family heirless. So the assembly granted him a new family name and allowed him to adopt his daughter's children as heirs. Vartag Gavorn is on record asking the assembly to bar Harrowmont from King Endrin's sick room. He is a vocal supporter of Prince Balin.
Wait. So, he is kind of related to the guy that is supporting Harrowmont? Unless I'm confusing my clan names. Is it true you're related to Harrowmont?
He is a kinsman, yes. If you count to the 6th degree of remove, I am related to every noble lineage still represented in Orzammar. I can even trace my descendant directly to House Sigmund, which lost its tie to the Darkspawn 13 generations ago.
Interesting. Can you tell me anything about Prince Balin?
The prince consulted me before his father died. He wanted to know about King Bimo, the last king to rule during a blight. I told him Bimo made many changes during his rule. The assembly was even disbanded for a 2-year period. Bimo declared that, in times of war, the warrior caste answered directly to the king and all voting was suspended. Balin seemed quite interested.
I wonder why. Do you get to vote on the next king?
The Shaperit do not vote. We simply record history as it happens.
But you have a preference for king.
I cannot speak my opinions. History can be changed with a careless word.
Thank you. I need to have words with someone.
You are an outsider, Warden, but not outside the law. I hope you will not do anything to challenge the stability of Orzammar.
I wonder, now that we have this information, if we talk to the people that he mentioned, can we get any more information from them? Because that would be kind of cool. I don't know if I want to talk to this guy again, because I'm sure he's gonna have some convincing words to tell me. Yes. Lady Dace, let me save before I talk to you.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
I suppose I am. Huh. Are you Lady Dace?
I am. And what business would you have with me?
I hear you'll be voting on the next king.
Now, was that an attempt to cozen me into revealing my choice, or are you simply making small talk? It's so
Both?
hard to tell with you surface types. You're all so charmingly direct and artless.
Oh my. I notice you didn't answer my question.
Yes, I am a member of the Assembly, a Desher. I will be one of 80 nobles of purest blood to pick our sovereign king. If you're asking me where my vote lies, I'm forbidden to tell until the stones are cast.
I want to tell her about the papers, but I'm sure this particular question or choice is going to say that Harrowmont is trying to swindle them. Okay, you know what? Never mind, I should be going, and I will be
You
saving.
certainly should.
And, checking what those answers actually tell me.
You're back. Was there more you wished to discuss?
You might want to look at these papers.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Where is he? I'll bring these to him.
He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient Tig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
Okay. I think this is going to lead me towards Balin, and I really don't want to go there, so, I will be back. I feel a little bad for reloading, but at the same time, some of these options are worded so ambiguously that
News of the hour.
I would have...
Three more clans endorse Lord Harrowmont as the true voice of the Dwarven folk.
I could have easily expected her to, or I guess the conversation with the Shaper to affect the quest enough for her to see that they were forged. But I still actually don't really know if she did recognize that or if she didn't. So here we are at square one, but the Shaper knows. Do I think I'm going to agree to be his champion. Because I think... Well, actually, I don't think I have heard enough. Let's go to Dusttown. I'm sorry, I'm being super indecisive. But this is kind of an important decision here, isn't it? Alright, we are in Dusttown. Let's look around. Oh god! Well, we did look around, I guess. I did not expect this to happen right away. Doggy, can you howl?
We'll get plenty of this once you let them out of it.
I'll lay with you! Oh my! How dare you!
Must end their pathetic little existences.
All right. Okay, that's quite enough. Thank you very much. And you just stood there? The castless. Okay. That was a lot to see.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
Hey, it's a full warden outfit. I am Liera, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
What do you want me to do? I'd like to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Wow. I don't... it must be dangerous if you're paying so much.
More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
Sounds like I wouldn't approve your kind of opportunity. I don't like it.
Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Yeah. I do have that kind of money, but I do not want to lose it all for this, because I don't even know how much he's going to pay for it. Alimar's Emporium. Beggar Assembly Directive. They're just laying around on the ground. Things are not as clear-cut. Shady Corbett? Beggar? Idle Dwarf? Huh. Nadezhda?
Well, look at that.
It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
You don't... I shouldn't say that. Whoa. Those are some options. Here are 5 silvers.
You're as kind as you are beautiful. I owe you when I get back on my feet. If my feet still worked.
Wait.
It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
You are on your feet, aren't you? Tell me about Dust Town?
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the castless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
What do you mean by brand? Well, I could just look at her face and answer that.
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
How did you get crippled? That is a very rude question.
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Got it. What's the Carta?
Well, now I know you're not from here. The Carta's who runs Dust Town. Jarvia's got her boys everywhere. They tell you, and you jump, because they're the only ones with the coin and the steel to get whatever they want.
Gotcha. Oh, sorry to hear that, but I should go.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Lost 5 silvers.
Spare a bit for the needy? Please.
It's
not for me, it's for my child. Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Wait, you're not branded. Here's 5 silvers, buy yourself a meal.
Thank you. That a stranger would care so much when my own family barred me from their halls unless I'm willing to. But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
Willing to what? What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a minor, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Oh my. That's horrible.
I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Maybe I could reason with your family? I highly doubt it, but maybe.
You would do that? But why?
I don't like to see a child suffer.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Alright guys, we are going to take a pause in this, and I know this has been very much an exploratory episode, and we learned a lot, to be fair. There wasn't a whole lot of action going on, but a whole lot of politics and intrigue, so that is very, very interesting to me, and I really liked that you could go back to the Shapers and show him, or them, I guess, those papers for him to presumably discern that they were faked. Hopefully no one was lying. I don't know. I somehow gravitate more towards the Shaper than I do towards that smooth talker in the palace. Well, in the assembly room, actually. So, I hope I'm making the right decision. Obviously, that's depending on what other information that I managed to find within Dustdown. But ooh, how intriguing and how twisted everything in politics obviously is. So I hope you guys still enjoyed me learning so much about Orzammar and its inhabitants. And if you did, please consider leaving me a like and subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next episode, where we are surely going to end up on approving, assuming nothing changes with my current allegiances. So here we are. Bye for now.